Hello Group 1, welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let me introduce you to the card that you chose as your significator. It has the number 34 and it has the beautiful message of it's time to come home. Goddess of the sea, abundance, purification, ego. And you can see on this picture that there is a fisherman that is in his little boat. He has his net with him and he is being directed towards this cave that is in this goddess in her heart chakra, that he's heading towards that space. And you can just almost sense from this picture that he has been busy. He's been testing out the waters. He has his net. He's been throwing it to his left, to his right, everywhere possible to get some results, you know. That is his purpose, why he's out in the sea and testing out all of these different types of waters. It is to get fish. He wants a specific result. And I'm getting for you that during this in-between phase that you're in, you have been practicing or being taught something. There has been a major lesson for you to learn. And I actually see that you've done a great job with that you have been like this fisherman trying out new waters. You have your net, you've been throwing it to your left, to your right. You've been cooperating quite well with life in this phase that we can call many different things. But even though maybe like you haven't liked it, you haven't loved being where you are, and still you have cooperated with the situation that you've been in. And what is to come for you next, the next step for you, it is to come back home. It is to come back home to you. And I just want to be clear that this phase of coming home, it's not a part of the next phase when this in-between phase has ended. The coming home part, it is the last part of this in-between phase. And I'm also getting with this that you're coming back home or coming home, that in that space there is a sort of neutralization that will be made. There's something you've been using against you in some way. It can be a belief or a certain habit that has been very not good for you to have. Something you've been using against you will be neutralized in this coming home phase, the last phase of the in-between place that you're in. And why it will be neutralized is because you will come to a realization that you are the person you've always been looking for. You will become the person that you always needed to have in your life. You could have been looking for this person in other people, in mentors, in friends, in bosses even maybe. But you will come to the realization that, oh my God, that is me. What I've been looking for has always been me. And you will also experience being that person that you've always been looking for. And part of this process of you being this fisherman trying out your net in different waters, that has been you looking to fulfill your needs and seeing like, can this do it? Will this person do it? And you always had to like move along. And that was a good thing to do, because when you've moved along, like this picture is showing, you're moving towards your center. And that is where you will be neutralized in in something that you're using against you. And that will happen because you will start to be the person you've always wanted in your life. Okay, let's take out some charms for you. So we have the snake, the smiley, and the plate with utensils. So this last phase of your in-between space, it is a great transformation when you will become the person you've always longed for, always wanted to have in your life. The shift, now we're getting into the first phase of the shift. When this in-between phase ends, the first thing that you will experience is easiness. Okay? Things will start to come very easy for you. Let me take out some oracle cards also to look into this easy aspect of the first phase of the new shift. So you have disruption and you have movement. Okay, so with easiness, things will start to move very quickly for you. And the thing is that I'm also getting that when you're in this neutralization phase, it won't matter for you if you will move out of that place or not, because you will have found what you've always been looking for. So when you get that, you will be in this position of feeling completely fulfilled and satisfied and happy. And that is why this shift can happen so easy. You know, the shift will happen on its own and you will be like, you know what, shift or not, I'm so happy to be in this cave inside of my heart space. And because you will have detached yourself so much from the outer energies that are moving around you, they can work almost disrupted. And that is why the movement will happen so quick after this. So if you feel really stuck right now, just know that all of this is part of the process of you being this fisherman. You're on your way to your heart space to discover that you are the person you've always been looking for, and you will actually start to show up as the person you've always wanted and needed in your life. So the stuckness right now is just you being in this boat. Because you're in the sea, you can't go out of the boat, you know, you have to stay inside it. However, you're not stuck, that even if you feel that you're not moving, the boat is not stuck. The boat is moving ahead. And it is moving in a very clear direction to show you the full purpose of this in-between phase where nothing is happening for you. I'm gonna use this oracle deck, and I've divided it into 3 parts because I want a animal guide, I want a messenger, and I want a sign on your way. So let's take out one of each for you. Okay, so you got the water fairy, number 28, feelings and emotions. So very much in line with your significator card, right? And the sacred journey marker or the sign you have is birth, rebirth, number 50. And you can find the marker here on the tree, and it looks like the sign up here where I'm pointing. So this could be some significance for you. The triangle can also be significant for you. However, what we're talking about here, that is super clear. It is the birth and rebirth that will be part of the last phase of the in-between period and the first phase of the new shift. That is where you will experience the birth and rebirth, and it will all start with you finally experiencing that you are the one you've been needing to have in your life. And we also have for you as your animal guide the owl, number 13, with deception and wisdom. So with disruption and deception coming through for you, it is part of the process of you being out in the sea, in the ocean, and casting your net everywhere to try to find what it is that you're looking for. That even though you've been looking maybe in the wrong place, that has still been part of your process. Because when something never gives you any results, it's just completely fruitless, that is actually a clear sign for you. That is life trying to communicate something very clear to you. So the part of your path and the process of you being in this in-between period where you've gotten no results, where it's been completely silent and non-moving, you could have seen it as you doing something wrong or not understanding your situation. And even if that would be the case, it's still part of your path. It is still part of what will push you towards your center. Actually, those experiences is what will fuel your boat to keep going, because you won't stop until you get what it is that you're looking for, group 1. And you will find that what you're looking for, it is you in all your glory. Okay, let's take out some more oracle cards for you. Okay. So you got 33 with success. So we have a 13 and 33. So 3s could be very, very significant for you. 3 also symbolizes the energy for you, group 1, that you're about to step into an expansive period. And that is also connected to the easiness, the first part of the new phase. So with success coming through together with rebirth, this is pointing towards this first period after the shift has entered your life. Maybe that's how you say it. There could be something you've been trying to do that is quite practical, like a side business or a project or starting up something, or maybe even just something like switching jobs, but you haven't known where to cast your net, like what will give me a result. Very soon, because you will start to step up as everything you've ever needed, everything you've ever looked for, you will, like in a almost like stupidly easy way, sorry for using that word, but you will be like, oh my god, I just know what to do, and I already know that it will be a success. So there's something that you've been like casting your net, trying to get results in, that because of the energy surrounding you, it hasn't been possible for you to get any results in that. But that will happen in the first period when the shift has entered your life. And we also have 12, never alone. So this could be such a comfort for you to know that when you're out on this big sea. There could be storms, okay? You have nothing to shelter you because your boat is so small. But because of how steadfast you are, because you're still moving forwards, just know that you're never alone, okay? There could be others in this group that could really support you in the comment section. That if you just express what it is that you're going through in this in-between phase, in this stuckness that you've been dealing with in such a beautiful way, I know that you will come to the acknowledgement that you're never alone. You're not alone in this experience. Okay, let's take out your tarot cards. I think we've come to the part of your reading to look into like, and then what? What will happen after that first phase of your shift? Let's look into that. Underneath the deck, we have the Lovers. If you're dealing with some sort of health issues, that is also part of this stuckness, that you feel stuck in a body that could be very difficult for you to have right now, there will come help for you as part of this success and part of the rebirth, where you can find the proper treatment, the best doctor or physician, maybe even a therapist that will suit you very, very well. Otherwise, this card is talking about that you're actually right now emitting energies that are very beautiful. Even if you feel stuck, just know that the energies you are emitting could be much better and much higher vibrational than you give yourself credit for. Okay, so let's see. You have the Strength, 9 of Cups, Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, and Temperance. Okay. So with Page of Swords coming in the middle of your reading and having everything centering around it, especially that it has two very special and high vibrational cards like the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Wands centering it. There is, as part of this shift, after that first period of it where you will start to feel things coming in easy, we've already said that there is something you've been trying to do that haven't given you the results that you've been looking for, and that will be part of the success that you will experience in that first phase. But I also see, like, for all of you, there is more than just one thing that will happen for you because of the openness that you will experience when you are centered within yourself and you are showing up in your life as everything, as the person you've always needed in your life. There's an openness to that where you will be very like experimental and adventurous, and you will be open to try different things. For some of you, this is actually also you being open to go back to school or study something or deepen your knowledge into something that will be, it will be necessary for your practical life, for your job, for your salary to increase. But mainly you will do it because it's fun for you to do that, okay? But with Page of Swords and Ace of Wands and Nine of Cups, there is something in that shift that will just put you in a direct course towards the things that you love. Because of the nature of general readings, I'm not picking up on anything more specific than the things that I've already told you. If you're one of those who are listening and you're like, oh, I wonder what that is, this would be a perfect time for you to take out your own cards, if that is something that you have, and get confirmation about it. See, you could even use like oracle cards with very specific words on them, just as an example. However, with the Temperance and Strength card being the first and the last card for you, there is like a relaxation where you can drop things that are very much a part of your life right now, in this in-between stuckness that you've been in, where you've had to almost, you know, that experience or feeling when you're doing things that you're like, but this is impossible, like I don't have the energy or the time, or even just like I don't feel like I can do that, and still I'm trying and trying and trying. Like that's the Temperance from a negative aspect. And also the Strength card, you know, that is something that is just part of this phase that you're in. What is happening now is not an indicator of the new phase that you will step into with the new shift that will happen. Okay, I see you being like in the last part of your journey on this big sea, where you're alone and you're doing your best and you're casting your net everywhere and you're still fighting, you're still trying, you're still doing your best. You're in the last phase of that. Soon you will enter this neutralization phase, where you will be like, oh my God, I'm done searching, because I am what I've been searching for all along. And that is so beautiful. Okay, group one, I will end your reading here. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And if you vibed with this reading, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group two. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I am so glad to have you here. Let me introduce you to your main card that you chose. It has the number 17 and it asks you, are you ready? It also says the portal, adventure, ancestors, calling. Okay, so what I'm getting for you, it's quite normal that I pick up on like big, huge energies for group two. And this time it's the same. And what I'm getting for you is, well, first of all, this could be a group that are highly spiritual, that the direction you have in life is spiritual. And if this doesn't resonate, then it simply means that there is a depth to you that you are getting much more into, to let that level of depth be the direction in life that you take. And right now, when you're experiencing that you're in a phase of the in-between, or that you feel stuck, what I'm getting for you is that in this phase, at least now, you are getting a lot of information that is crucial for you. And I'm mainly picking up on that the information that you're getting is about you and how you are supposed to live with you, if that makes sense. But I'm also getting like, you're also getting almost like an in and out type of way, where you get to see glimpses of what's to come after the in-between phase is done, is over, but then you go back to the in-between phase, and then you get to see a glimpse of the future, and then you go back to that. And I'm getting that that is also part of you getting information, knowledge. Like, no matter who you are very connected to higher things, invisible things, other dimensions, okay? And I'm also getting that there is someone in your life, I'm getting mostly one specific person. With person, it could be whoever and whatever. Like, I mean, in other dimensions, maybe someone in another dimension, in the spirit realm, spirit guide. For some of you, it's simply spirit itself, okay? But you have a strong connection to someone right now. Could also be a physical human being, but this person is involved in your evolution, and the role that she is playing is also connected to giving you information about the future, and more specifically about how to live the way you are in the future. Because I'm getting that one of the main reasons why things are stopping, not moving, being stuck for you, it has to do with some authentic part of yourself that is like, I need to get out of this confinement I'm in. I'm getting a very urgent energy for this part of you that is like, now. I want to get out now. And there's a lot of blessings for you also to come when this part of you are no longer confined or restrained. So you're being trained, you're being very much guided towards the future. Yeah, okay, let's take out some charms to look into this a little bit more. Okay, let's see. These two, I felt there's one more here someplace. It's this one, okay. Oh yeah, you got two golden ones. I liken the golden ones to the major arcana in the matrix. I was about to say in the tarot. Okay, so let's see. You have the two dolphins, you have the snowflake, and you have the star winking with its eye. You know, it's I didn't even know that this one was part of my charm collection, because it has never showed up in a reading. Never. And I use the charms quite often, and I take out, in some readings I take out 10 of them, and in others I take out maybe 2 to 4 of them. And this has never gotten out, okay? Telling me that what you're being guided towards, what you're right now being trained, it's almost like a practice camp, or you being at the gym and growing some muscles in a metaphoric way. What you're about to experience is a result of you experiencing the most authentic and truest parts of you that maybe have never expressed themselves before, and it will do so in a new way. It will give you a new experience, and it's like it goes up and down, left and right, it's everywhere. This part of you will take much bigger place and space in your life than it ever has before. But also, like, prepare for this part of you to take up almost all space. this part of you is a huge blessing to your life. It's gonna do things in your life that will very much give you new experiences, living life as you, as who you are. Let's take out some main words for you also. We have cleanse. And let's shuffle once more. And peace. Okay, so another thing that you will experience, like, do you see the harmony in this card and then the colors that came out for you? What you will experience is harmony. It is things lining up for you, and you being in alignment with those things that are lining up for you. It is that type of harmony that I'm talking about. It is you almost knowing what will come for you, and then you just making yourself ready to receive it. It's also with the energies that are moving upwards in these cards. It will take you to new levels where you will experience new things. Why? Because a part of you will show you the way. It's the truest part of you, probably has not gotten a lot of space. I see that you have dabbled with this part of you, like you've seen it come through in different projects or with certain people. And when it does, there's something magical about it. You love it, okay? I'm not quite sure why this part of you, even though it's lovely and magical, hasn't gotten more space than it has. It could also be that that part of you hasn't been ready yet, okay? But I see that you have seen it. And when you see this part of you, something happens within you. It's like a deep, deep longing that you get where you're like, I wish I could be like this all the time. I wish I could speak like this all the time. And the thing is that you will. This part of you, it's like I'm getting, it's a part of you that came directly from spirit, okay? And this part of you will take up all the space in your life, affect every area in your life, and it will take you places. The first thing you will experience when this in-between phase that you're in, when it is ending, it is that you will start to experience this, what I was talking about with the colors of harmony, because you will see how things in your outer world are lining up, becoming more logical in a way, you know, one step after the other, not in a chaotic way, in a logical way. And all you will have to do is to line up to those things. When you fall in line with them, you will get to be like in a wheel together with them, where you will get to experience them. That is what I'm getting. So that is, I'm getting one of the first, or maybe the main one you will experience first when the in-between phase is ending. But you're right now being very, very trained to open up to this part of you. Okay, I have an oracle deck here that I've divided into 3 parts because I want to take out a journey marker. It's like a sign for you. I want to take out an animal guide and a messenger. So let's take one of these each out for you. No, it is that one. Okay. Why am I not getting anything with this deck? Or with this part of the deck? This one, okay. Okay, you got the deer as your animal guide. Number 22, gentleness, diplomacy. You know 22? This could be you lining up with the truest version of yourself. Why? Because there are people out there that are also lining up with the truest version of who you are. There are things happening to them, with them, that will be very similar to the process that you are in right now. You could call them soulmates, you could just call them like extended family, but these are individuals that will be very much and very deep connected to you. Also with deer, it will be like a new experience for you when it comes to the gentleness that you actually can experience from other people while being yourself. That there is no need, you know how the deer, like, it's a bit sensitive, right? A little bit too much noise and it just goes away. So that's not the experience you will have with these, that you have to go and hide to recover. These are people, maybe one specific, very important one, that you will feel like you are the deer and they are the forest that you live in. So that is one of the amazing things that the most authentic part of you will guide you towards. We also have the sacred journey marker of trust with number 47. So this is actually an 11. So 11 can also be very important. 11 also speaks to two things being alike. So this could be also another confirmation that the deer is pointing to trust, that there is one very specific person for you. But this sacred journey marker, it looks like this, like a table. And that's quite interesting. Table could actually be part of the sign that you will get when these people are about to enter. So you can actually be in a state in your life where you're experiencing a lot of loneliness. Maybe you have people around you, family members, friends, but still you don't get to experience them as a number 2 or as a number 11 mirroring each other. So there could still be love and respect and kindness, but you still feel like there's someone you haven't met yet, okay? And that is why trust could be coming up together with the number 11 to tell you that things can happen that you've never experienced before. Because the first thing for you to experience that has never happened, it is when this part of you takes over your life and starts to directing you, because it is in its core authentic. It will direct you towards other authentic things that are truly for you. We also have the goblin with number 31, the wounded human ego. So this is a messenger that you have, and you got goblin as, you know what I was talking about, that this could be a highly spiritual group. And if that doesn't resonate with you, you are a very unique, deep individual. Part of this in-between phase could actually have felt like a void for you. Like no movement, no sound, nothing. Everything is just still. That could have happened because of a major breakthrough or shift in your consciousness that completely changed you and your outside world. Because you might have gone through this breakthrough and shift within your consciousness, you needed this void for the old to be able to just die away in peace. And the void was actually much more of a spacious place. It's scary when nothing happens, when you try to do things and you get no result. It's like life and universe just closes one door after the other, and you almost feel like you're forbidden to move forwards. But that has to do with the energies that left, how you needed to recuperate from that. And you needed a space where nothing happened, where you were just recovering. And that is why I'm also getting that there is one that is very important for you, that has been guiding you, taking care of you, making sure that you're okay in all of this. But the thing is that this spacious place of the void, it is, how do I say this? The amount of it that you have experienced is an indicator of the amount of true and authentic you. Okay, so if you feel like the space that is empty is very big, it is because the authentic you, your inner being, the one you truly are, needs that amount of space to take up. Okay? Let's take out some more oracle cards for you. So we have 27, Heaven's Door. You know, someone is really on your side, pointing you towards the future, in the direction you're supposed to go. You're very much supported in letting the true you come through and start living your life. There's something very important why it is important for that part of you to start living your life. One thing is because there are other people waiting for you. Okay? But I'm still getting, it's not just that, there's something more. It's so bright that it will blind you. Like, that is how high vibrational, how promising it is where you're going. And you also have 43 with Ascension. And again, we have a hollow tree with a lot of activity inside it. Here in this tree, we have the whole universe, and here we have all of the amazing light that is part of who you are. And look at you going towards it to ascend. This part right here before the stairs is the void that you're in. Do you see how close you are to get to the stairs and then go up in this magical tree that has all of the light and the whole universe? And it is still like the universe, spirit, life is talking to you all the time, comforting you, letting you know that you're safe, letting you understand what is going on in the best way possible for you. Also trying to let you know that the void is not forever, the in-between phase. It is just to teach you how big you actually are, how much space you are supposed to take up. And let's get your tarot cards. Let's see, what do we want to ask tarot? we've already seen what you are guided towards, that there's definitely people, maybe one also specific, but we also saw that you will be aligned to amazing things that will be suited for you, that will be in harmony with you. You're being guided towards it. Let's see, we've already seen specifically people, maybe one specific. Let's see what else. Okay, I'm actually getting that it's just the one on top that I'm supposed to take. So the King of Wands will be put back. Okay, so we got the Magician here, and on the bottom of the deck we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, so you could feel very lonely and that no one is taking care of you, no one is looking out for you. You could feel that what is happening to you is quite random, meaning that there is no purpose, there's no direction. It's a never-ending loop of loneliness and stuckness, and just feeling that things will never go your way. And you know, you're not forced to get out of that perspective. I'm sure there's a reason why you think like that, and that could be part of the process that you're going through. It could even be a very important part of your process, so I don't want to take that away from you. But there is still, as I said from the beginning, there is someone looking out for you. Maybe in ways that you can't see quite yet, but you will get to see this and understand it. Let's take out 4 cards. And let's keep the umbrella here. Okay, so the next one you got after the Magician is the 3 of Wands. So is there something you're longing to create or want to create that you can feel is like, oh, it's so amazing that it's so high up, it's so amazing that it could be impossible. It could also be that for this thing to happen, there's a lot of pieces that need to come together, fall together perfectly, and you'll be like, oh, how could that ever happen? Like, that's so... Usually it doesn't happen to people, you know, but why this thing will happen for you after the in-between phase ends is because of the truest, most authentic part of you will direct you towards the most authentic parts that are authentic to you, meaning they suit you, they're your perfect match. That's why it hasn't happened before, because before it wasn't this authentic part of you that was guiding you, directing you, taking over your whole life. But this time around, it will be different and a new experience for you, how to move, how to think, how to create things also. From, like, do you see how this duck here is behind her back? She can't see it. But when you shift your perspective, which you're not forced to do now, okay? You can do that when you actually get confirmation that your situation has changed. But sooner or later, you will change your perspective, and that duck will be in your lap. You will sit very close to this guide, whatever shape or type of guide this is. You will sit very close to it, because this guide is all about giving you information on how to give this authentic part of you space, but it is also giving you information about the future. Okay, when you have those two parts, the authentic part of you and this guide this close to you, you will know how to reach new levels in things that have not worked out for you before. You have the Page of Swords. You know, I was gonna say it before because some things are very close to pile 1. So if you felt drawn to pile 1, go check it out. There will be a message there for you. Oh, definitely, yeah. They got these two cards in the exact same position. So this is the Ace of Wands, and then you got the Six of Cups. Okay, let's see. Okay. There's like a commitment, a promise, in a direct way that will be made to you from someone or something. It could be an entity like a company, a publisher, someone you need to make a next step, reach the next level you need to reach with this thing right here that we were talking about. This could, of course, also mean be pointing to this part of your reading that had to do with people, someone specific, that it could be speaking about a commitment with these energies here, Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Page of Swords. Okay, however, this is a commitment that is a promise. It will be on paper, it will be signed, sealed, delivered to you, and it will be something that you already know is yours but haven't known how to get there. But no worry, there will be no problem getting there when this authentic part of you is ruling over your kingdom, okay? Because it will take you places that you dreamt of as a child. And when it happens, it will be a commitment. It will be something that is there to stay. It will stick with you. It will also be something you can rely on to happen. You won't need to be, with the Six of Cups, suspicious or need to micromanage things to make sure that everyone keeps their word. This is something that this person that is coming in to give you this commitment, this person knows the value of whatever this right here is that you're gonna create to reach new levels in your life. They will know the value that you bring, and they will value it also equally to it. Okay. Oh, but I'm getting, like, to be honest, I'm getting there's more than these things, these two specific things with people and something that you're creating that will give you new heights to experience life from. I'm getting that, like, more and more things will come. You will just keep on reaching new and newer heights. But still, I think you have to end your reading here, otherwise it will be too long. You will be bored, and I don't want you to be bored. But thank you so much for being here. I will end your reading here. If you felt that this reading vibed with you, then make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to MH Tarot and to your reading. I'm so glad to have you here. Let me introduce you to your main card. It has the number 28. And on the book that she's reading, it says, she dug caverns in her heart until she found the light. It also says dark night of the soul, transformation, awakening, tower. And I feel like you've had a huge heart awakening in some way. Something has happened during this in-between phase that has just like cracked you open in a raw, authentic way. And this cracking open, it has not affected your heart in any other way than expanding it. Because what I'm getting is that even though you're in this in-between phase that can be very difficult to be in, where you can experience yourself and all of life to be just stuck, okay? But what I'm getting for you, Group 3, is that you've met this with a love. It's almost like, can life put anything in front of you that you won't deal with love? Even if the circumstances are not what you wish for, not what you want, you don't want it that way, you will still meet it with curiosity, love, kindness, and you will study the situation to see if there are any lessons to be learned from this. And you will make sure to find that out and to fulfill your part in something that was almost put on you that you didn't choose. Still, it's like you're trying to be fair towards this situation that you didn't choose, that was put upon you. And here's the thing. What I'm getting is that you've created so much momentum by being in your heart space and by allowing it to be cracked open in a very difficult situation. That momentum is growing bigger and bigger for every day, because I'm getting that it's very, very close for you to be at for this phase to end for you. But up until then, you've created momentum that will just grow bigger and bigger, and it will give you major results with something that is connected to your heart. It could be a wish, most definitely a wish. That it could be like stuck in your heart, almost caged in there, and the door will open for it, and your wish will just flap its wings and get going on this momentum of energy that you've created. So there's a cause and effect. The cause, it is your love, how you've dealt with this situation. The effect, it is a dream of yours that will get going. Let's take out some charms for you to look into this. Okay, let's shuffle them around and let's see. Let's take these. Oh, you got a lot. Okay. So you have transformation with the snake. You even had transformation part of this card. So the transformation, it is talking about this momentum that you've created. The result it will bring you, it is a transformation about something that is connected to your heart, something that you long for, wish for, or praying for, you're hoping for it to come true. Okay? We also have the nice dress on a hanger. We have the dragonfly with wings, and it's golden also. And we have the flower. Okay. For some of you, this is a move to another place. It could be a move that is very drastic, even that, and when I say drastic, I mean that it will, maybe it's not the right word to use, but it will change your life in a big way. Okay, it's like you changing your wardrobe, changing everything you have that you used to be able to just have an everyday life to live. All of that will change. But there's fruition, something that will bloom. Something that was nothing will bloom and become something very big, very drastic. So this doesn't have to be a move, but I'm still getting it, like switching countries even. But this transformation, look at the snake being the biggest one. For all of you, it is speaking about transformation. That the details will, of course, differ, but it is something that is in your heart. Your heart is the soil, the beautiful, wonderful soil that is giving life to your wish. The seed is your wish that is there, okay? And it will bloom, it will grow, it will touch the sky. Okay, let's take out some main words for your reading to represent your message. So you got flow. I'm getting Aquarius. Something important about Aquarius having like an important placement in your birth chart, or something that will happen very soon with Aquarius. I'm not good at astrology, guys. I have no idea what is going on with Aquarius right now. But keep an eye out. There's something important that will happen that is connected to flow, movement, that is connected to a timing with Aquarius. And love, your heart, again, your heart is the center of your reading. Let me take that down so we can see your heart just being this light. It is the center of your reading. It is what is creating energy, momentum, movement. It is what is attracting things to you also. But it is also what I've been talking about, that your heart is the great soil that will make everything grow out of it. So to take care of your heart, listen to it, be tender to it. It's going through a lot of things because of what I was picking up on, that it's being cracked open. And if it is hurtful in any way, just know that there is so much it will give you. There are so many things you will experience because of how many things that can grow out of your heart. I have this deck here that I've divided into 3 parts, and that is because I want to take out an animal guide for you, a messenger, and a journey marker that will be like a sign for you. So let me shuffle them and take out one of each. So let's see. You have the Grail Knight. The messenger of Avalon is the Grail Knight. Number 6, romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. Look at the light shining upon him offering something, and the light is accepting it. There could be an acceptance that you're waiting for. A yes, an acknowledgement that is connected to someone powerful, someone that has the power to say yes, and that will affect your life. So that is something specific for some of you. As your animal guide, we have the hawk with omens, messages 11. And the hawk is a very special animal guide because I get like ancestor vibes with it when it comes to you, and omens and messages. So you could be very much guided right now by a lot of signs, and it could be a bit tiring for you because you're dealing with this situation where you're stuck and not much is happening, and still you're getting a lot of signs, maybe even in your dreams, and you're trying to decipher them, and that could be tiring you a little bit. But what I'm getting is that the signs are guiding you towards a yes. Because the sacred grail, or the holy grail, I think it's called, it is something huge, something big, something that is very, very unique to you. And that is your wish. That there's something also, not just your wish, there's something connected to your wish that is very powerful, almost sacred, that will have a huge effect on your life and other people's lives. And that is why you're almost being blessed with the light coming down to tell you like it's a yes, it's a yes, it's a yes. And we have risk. This is your journey marker or a sign, the sign, number 40, and you see the sign over here. There are 3 arrows going in different directions. So you're definitely stepping into unknown land. What is in front of you could be very much uncertain for you, that you don't know this. It could be a new experience, you trying out something that could scare other people to never go in that direction, and you're like, yeah, I'm scared too, but I feel it's my holy grail. I need to follow it. I need to go and see what's on the other side of this darkness, this uncertainty, I need to take this risk. Again, this could be someone in this group moving to another country. If that is you, know that there is a lot of expansion for you. But arrows could be a sign to look out for, together with the omens and messages. When you get a combination of these, to expect this, what this card represents, to happen, that will end in a yes for you. Let's take out some more oracle cards. By the way, also very clear, I'm sure you've picked up on it. Love, romance, the Knight. There could be love coming in for some of you. And for some of you that are thinking about moving to a new place, that could be also related to love. That either you're moving because of love, or you're moving and you're gonna meet the love of your life there. Okay. So we have believe with number 18. Guys, you know the love that you have, that we've been talking about, that whatever life puts in front of you, you meet it with love. Even though life doesn't always respond to you in the same way, that is changing, that is leveling up. Life is taking care of you. Life will pull you towards it. And the thing is, I don't know if you can see it, but this character in the boat is stretching his arms out to accept this help. Okay, so this could actually be talking about this card right here with a yes, that the yes could be major help coming through, that the only thing you're required to do is to accept it, to say yes. We will also have a number 9 here, speaking of an ending, a completion, a fulfillment, meaning that this is close to happen. We also have Heaven's Door 27, that is also a 9. Again, this is talking about the timing, how soon it is to happen. This could also be speaking about the 9th month, which will be September, and that is about like 2 months from when you're watching this video. So whenever you're watching this video, you can take the timing with the 9s to be about 2 months from when you're watching it. Yeah, okay, so let's take out your tarot cards to see what they have to tell you. But you got a double confirmation about fulfillment, completion, things just coming full circle for you. Okay, so let's take a look underneath the deck. We have the 7 of Pentacles, so you've been through this for a long time, but again, this is the result of your heart. The amount of time you've gone through this phase, it has only made your heart stronger and more loving, and the soil in it to be the perfect place to put down seeds in. Look how much is growing. There's even like different species growing on the same tree. That is a miracle, okay? That is part of your holy grail that you have to go find, that you have to go get, that you have to experience, okay? It is taking shape. It is blossoming, blooming, you being there on top. benefiting from everything you've gone through. Why? Because of the momentum you created. You have created all of these blessings to come into your life because of the love that you've shown life, because of everything that life has put in front of you. You've responded with your heart, even if your heart has been bruised, has gone through so much. Because of that, look how much is in front of you. Let's keep this card with us. Okay, so you have the King of Swords. The hawk. I think this is a sparrow, very big sparrow. If you've been confused about the signs, what they mean, because you've been a little bit too tired, maybe your heart has gone through a lot of things lately, so it doesn't have the capacity right now to understand, you will very soon start to understand it clearly with the King of Swords, seeing things clearly. Why it is so important for the signs to be understood and be seen clearly, it is because they are guiding you towards the Holy Grail, your Holy Grail, the big yes, acceptance that you will get. The Hermit. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Never mind. It's the Five of Wands. You doing your best. Always being on top of things, understanding things, meeting everything and everyone with the dignity they deserve. Simply doing your best. That is the Five of Wands. The Seven of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. You know, you will hit a home run with your wish. Your wish will it will, what's it called? It will hit the target bullseye in the middle of it. You won't miss. You won't miss. This is also full completion, okay? Fulfillment. Ten of Pentacles is a guarantee. So wherever you have been with the Five of Wands and Seven of Cups, where you have been uncertain because you've seen yourself, how you do your best and still not getting the results that you want, still not getting the response back from life that you know that you deserve, that you know doesn't match who you are and what you're doing and how you are operating in life. You just know it doesn't match. Because of that, you could have felt uncertain if you will ever be reciprocated with the number 18 and believe. Here you have the Ten of Pentacles to answer that question. It is a yes. It is a guarantee. You have the Holy Grail that is like the highest, biggest, most awesome thing that you might be stuck inside of your heart, not have been able to leave your heart yet. But we also saw with the Seven of Pentacles that your heart is the safest place for your wish to be in, because out of that place is where you will get all of these fruits and flowers and the abundance that is the Seven of Pentacles. Again, the Seven of Pentacles, it is a reassurance that you will get the results of what you've been working on for a long time. Okay? So keep on doing your best. Keep on taking care of your heart and responding to everything with love, which is your superpower, because, oh my God, is that getting you places, taking you places. So this is amazing. Thank you so much for being here. If you vibed with this message, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.